Again, there's no more not like us. You're just like me. We're going to cover what's hot. We're going to cover what's hot. That's just what it is. We're going to cover what's demanded by the public. It's not about this holistic, wholesome, altruistic version of let's find the greatest music, because those guys ain't doing it too. And this is what I did say about the rap battle. Even the idea with Kendrick and Drake. The idea that Drake or Kendrick is so much different from Drake is nonsense. It's not, oh, you're not like us. It's like, you're just like me. Kendrick is just like Drake. He wants to be number one. All these media niggas or whatever, they just want to be number one. They want to have the biggest platform. They try to soapbox to make it seem like they're better, but when given the opportunity, they do the same shit. Didn't Kendrick say he want to watch the party die? Then he went and go do a couple songs with niggas who supposedly slapped their girl, niggas he's the same person. Like, there's no moral high horse here. Like, it's not not like us. He's just like Drake.
You know who it is. I am Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. And well, we have my name, DJ Akademiks, talking about the beef, right? We're still on this. Kendrick Lamar and Drake, and we have what's the dirt on our screen right now, because he basically came out and he's trying to figure out, or he's not even trying to figure out. He's saying that the Clips will roll out was botted, or what, like people in hip hop media were paid to help push this album from the Clips. Why aren't they pushing other real hip hop that's coming out? Why aren't they pushing the Larry Junes, the Coder, the Friends of the World, the Samira Sins? It's a lot of great, I wouldn't necessarily call them underground, because they're not underground artists, but I wouldn't call them mainstream neither, because the public doesn't know about them, at all. And at the end of the day, you listen to good music where you listen to it, you hear it where you hear it. And I feel like what we get into now is we expect these guys like the Elliott Wilsons of the world, the Ebro Dardens of the world, the Rob Markmans of the world, like these guys that came up in media, in hip hop media, as far as like the Source magazine, Double XL. We expect those guys to I guess, not even necessarily, be objective, but I think we're expecting out of them something that we're not going to get. We're not going to get objective opinions from people that are being paid by the industry. You're just not. So to expect somebody to be objective, of course, if they see Pusha T and Malice hasn't really rapped in years. When he left the Clips, he did some stuff on his own, and those projects were good. But he wasn't really, active. He's active now. He hasn't been active in years. So to all these niggas, they're like, bro, we loved Malice growing up. We loved Malice when we was really into the hip hop journalism, urban type scenes. And Malice was Clips were amazing to document and see what they were doing out there in Virginia. So to Ebro and Elliott Wilson, this is like seeing a fucking treasure. So of course they're gonna glaze. And that's what they do. They glaze who they like. They glaze who they like and who like them and who fuck with them. And while I'm not mad at it, that's just what old school journalism, old school hip hop journalism was at the time. Not only do we glaze who likes us, but also we glaze who's the most popular. Only reason we're picking sides now is because it, unfortunately, I guess is more popular to be against Drake than for him, which either way you still, got to deal with backlash regardless of it. It's no point. Even if you like Drake, you're dealing with backlash, and if you don't, you're dealing with backlash. It don't matter. It doesn't fucking matter regardless of it. That's why I just find it all bullshit. I'm like, okay, it is what it is at this point. So you can't expect those guys to be subjective or objective. I mean, you have to expect, whenever I listen to Elliott Wilson talk, I know he's going to be biased. Whenever I listen to Ebro talk, I know he's just going to be biased coming out of his mouth. It's just the truth. And that's just how they came up in hip hop media. glazing and stroking the cape of the people that were not only popping, but, was of the ilk and what they liked and fucked with them. So all this clip praise is deserved, in my opinion. This is what I don't get about it. We get good rap music, and why are we like, oh, y'all so hype about this? Why weren't y'all hype about that? And I'm really just reacting to what's the dirt say. I don't think it got played. I don't think Ak plays it. But Ak is going to say his own thing. He's saying that hip-hop media saw it as a takeover type thing. All this extra shit. He'll get into that. But regardless of it, like, bro, it is people talking about the Code of the Friend album. Like, they don't have the platforms that a Joe Budden, a Ebro, and a Elliott Wilson have, but it is niggas out here talking about those albums. Like, and then you have to look into the other part about it too. Unfortunately, the things people click on these days have nothing to do with good music. It doesn't. It has everything to do with how popular the person that's being listened to is. Unfortunately, I don't want shit to be like that. I wish I could just react to Code of the Friends album or Larry June's new album, or I know nobody's gonna. What's the point in me even doing the video if nobody's gonna watch it? Like, that's where we get into at this point, unfortunately. And while they have my full support, I never tell you to not go listen to Larry June or Code of the Friend or Toby or any of these other guys that's putting out great music, great rap music, Nick Grant. Like, I would never sit here and tell you don't go listen to them, because they're really good artists. They're really good rappers, and they make great music. But as far as me reacting to it, I mean, shit, niggas get more clout, and yeah, I'm here for it. Like, that's just how this channel has to be ran. I'm sorry. Because even the way I'm doing it now seems like it's not enough. Like, so why would I bury my channel even more? Like, and if I really fuck with you, like, I really fuck with Samara Sin. So we're going to be reacting to everything Samara Sin's doing. So, I guess that's just how it works over here. It's how it works. And I would tell What's the Dirt, hey, you got a platform, my nigga. Your platform is way bigger than mine, my wigger. Way bigger than mine. You can talk about the Code of the Friend. You can break down his lyrics. Like, that's what you do. You could break down his lyrics. You could break down Nick Grant's lyrics. You could break down Sahai the Prince's lyrics. There's a lot to break down from that fucking freestyle. That shit was crazy. You could break that all. I would be breaking that all. That's hip hop right there. You could break that down. But will he know? Because he has the same mindset that everybody else that he's calling out for has. We only can talk about the popping shit. That's all we can talk about. Nothing else. But anyways, let's get into what I'm not going to talk no more. I talk for fucking 7 minutes. Damn.
The real people who do this shit with bars. The truth of the matter is, all of those guys are just like me. It's not like us no more. You're just like me. The more people try to make it seem like they're very different from someone else, you usually find out they're exactly the same. This last year, it's been nothing. It's been this. They've been trying to make it seem like it's good versus evil, real hip hop versus fake hip hop and non hip hop. But in reality, it was an attempted coup. That's all it's been. It was an attempted coup. Rap media has been established for a while. All of these entities have been established for a while. And the only person who had even nearly a possibility of maybe overthrowing somebody was Kendrick Lamar, maybe possibly had a chance at overthrowing Drake. But the other people in these middle order peoples and everybody else who's contributed to the narrative, they've acted like, no, they're just on the side of wholesomeness and fighting for the good fight. In reality, they have been tired that their voices haven't been heard. And this was the best chance for them to try to overthrow people like me. People like anybody else who agreed or maybe like Drake. The point is this. They're not doing nothing different than me. The same people who sat here and be like, you know what? They'll criticize me for maybe covering the most popular stuff. Because, listen, I'm unapologetic with it. If nobody want to listen to your shit, I won't be the first to listen to it. You don't got to worry. I'm going to tell you. But there's these other guys that they act like, oh no, I'm really locked in with this shit. Again, there's no more not like us. You're just like me. We're gonna cover what's hot. We're gonna cover what's hot. That's just what it is. We're gonna cover what's demanded by the public. It's not about this holistic, wholesome, altruistic version of let's find the greatest music, because those guys ain't doing it too. And this is what I did say about the rap battle. Even the idea with Kendrick and Drake. The idea that Drake or Kendrick is so much different from Drake is nonsense. It's not, oh, you're not like us. It's like, you're just like me. Kendrick is just like Drake. He wants to be number one. All these media niggas or whatever, they just want to be number one. They want to have the biggest platform. They try to soapbox to make it seem like they're better, but when given the opportunity, they do the same shit. Didn't Kendrick say he want to watch the party die? Then he went and go do a couple songs with niggas who supposedly slapped their girl, niggas he's the same person. Like, there's no moral high horse here. Like, it's not not like us. He's just like Drake. He's saying that the predators move in flocks, and then I seen Kendrick go hang around a flock of predators. Come on. The point isn't to be this like perfect person. The point is to be number one. And that's what I think we all kind of realize. And it's a little bit old now. So, again, I've said before, I said on my Instagram live when I was on vacation, I said, yo, this year was like the haters ball. It was the player haters ball for all the losers, the historic losers in hip hop. This was their year, right? And the last year was them rebelling and actually them gaining, like, in all these situations, they only had traction by trying to find everybody that hated the person they were trying to go against, not by genuinely having people invested in them. And that type of shit just doesn't last. You get what I'm saying? And that's not necessarily going against Kendrick, right? Because Kendrick does have a good audience. But, like, even when I saw, like, even the media niggas trying, like, almost like, I don't know what they were trying to do. It was like all the niggas I didn't like. You know what I mean? They were like, like, yo, let's do a fusion dance. You know what I mean? Again, I think we're getting back to a time in hip hop where one thing I'll say about the Travis Scott, I listened to a couple songs. Travis Scott is not going to roll out his album by telling us what he doesn't like about Pusha T's mustache. He doesn't give a fuck. He's not going to roll out his album by saying, yo, Kanye stole Stormy's little toy soldier or something, or it's toy Barbie or something. Nobody gives a damn. He's going to give us his life. He's not here complaining. He's not here trying to be a hater. He's just trying to be him. This last year has been the player haters ball, and it's not out of any place of somebody's better than somebody or they have better morals, because at the end of the day, I'll see Kendrick stand on stage and proudly rap the predators moving flocks and this, and third, and you're a horrible guy, you should die. And he daps up Dr. Dre and have Dr. Dre says, psst, I see dead people. You can't listen to these guys, man. These niggas just want to be number one, man. It's a business, and I think it's self-evident at this point. I mean, I've always known it, so I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. You get what I'm saying? I just know the year is over. Like, we're starting to reverberate to an equilibrium of, hey, if you want to be the best, you need to be the best, not hate on the best, hoping they fall, so by default, you become the best. And that's what this last year has been. You know what I mean? You had YouTubers I never even knew existed. You had some of these little waste dudes like this, like, yo, shit. Every minute they're making a video about me. They're like, yo, we're taking a spot. Brother, you can't erase 15 years of work. Okay, maybe he didn't win a rap battle, but you can't erase 15 years of catalog and great music and how he impacted people's lives. Again, the player haters ball, I think, has come to an end, and good riddance, if you ask me. You get what I'm saying? I'm not hating. No, I'm not hating on Kendrick. That wasn't a Kendrick thing, bro. Pusha T promoted his album on hate. Yo, Pusha T, like, you know why Pusha T's album was so like interesting to me? How the hell you mad at so many people, nigga? How the hell did you take this? Like, you ever been mad at somebody and then you ain't see him in like a month and you run into him and you just dab it up with him and you're like, man, I forgot why I was mad. It takes a certain type of skill for you to remember why you mad at a nigga for some shit that happened over a year ago. That's what Pusha T's album was about. Well, not the whole thing, but like when he's doing these interviews and now finally speaking, that don't look fake to y'all. So you bottled up all these emotions to tell us in an interview or mention on the album a year ago? Really, nigga?
I can understand that point. I get what he's saying because, yeah, they did, like, look, hip-hop media squatted up against Ak. Ak was holding his own, though. See, look, he was holding his own. But, yeah, this nigga, like, they went crazy. But at the same time, you know, I do think people like that deserve to have a voice. Like, I don't mind reacting to what Elliott Wilson has to say. I don't mind reacting to what Ebro has to say. They deserve to really, you know, because they've been in hip hop for forever, so they know it like the back of their hand. I'm not ever mad at hearing what they got. It's just it does come off a bit subjective instead of objective. Like, if we could be objective, Drake dropped some good music this year. If I can be completely honest with you, I would be lying to you if I said he didn't. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Nothing's paying me to. Now, if I get paid to lie, who knows? Who knows at that point? Especially how I'm feeling now. I would like to keep my morals, but who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I get it. I get it. He's not wrong. He's not. Like I said, we saw it all too. Niggas was trying to take Ak's head off. They were like, enough of this nigga DJ Akademiks. He is poisoning us. He is poisoning the youth. I'm just like, nigga's funny at the end of the day. Wow, I didn't agree what he just said necessarily said about, at least as far as like, you know, Kendrick moving, Drake's moving around with predators, Kendrick went and moved. No, I don't agree with that. I think that's different scenario, number one. And number two, I feel like, you know, you're taking everything he said during the beef a little too literal. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, he's not perfect. Kendrick Lamar already told us he's not. He did like you said, y'all did 15. He did the work in telling us, like, hey, I am not perfect. I am not your savior. So we shouldn't expect him to be. At least I don't. Now, some of his fans do. I give you that much. So that's probably who he talking to, saying, hey, look, Kendrick just like us too. He ain't that. But regardless of it, you know, I don't. Niggas not perfect. No one is. So at the end of the day, but I don't think, you know, he's close personal friends with Dr. Dre. Yeah, they made some songs together, but and at the end of the day, those are just accusations. Like. And then that's my thing too. Ak will be the one to sit here and break a lawsuit down and tell you whether they lying or not. And if he broke the other lawsuits down, he would see whatever happened with that Drake case happen, whatever it is. Like, come on, you can't pick and choose. That's all I'm saying. It's a lot of picking and choosing that Ak does. But, you know, he still tries to keep it objective, and that's why I fuck with him. You know, just, like I said, I don't agree with a lot of people that I like. I don't agree with a lot of things that a lot of people say. But I still like to listen to him for that, because I'm not supposed to. Like, there's no one I listen to that says everything that I agree with. Like, oh, yeah, this person just, everything that I be thinking, they be thinking. Now, sometimes that's how it is, but other times, no. Well, no, we do not agree here. But it just depends, man. It just depends. Depends on the day. Depends on my mood. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. Do you think that hip hop media was trying to take Akademiks' spot That is true. Like I said, that is true. Bro, I did not know who the fuck DJ Head was. Like, all respect to him and what he does for radio and all this extra cool. I didn't know who he was until this Drake and Kendrick shit started happening. So like I said, access some things that was right, but he did say some things that was wrong. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. But I am Savvy Mike in this. I am Savvy Mike TV.